every time. We don't do no cap. Report only facts.
Hey man, this your Southern player partner Clay James, and I'm rocking with the Progress Report. You dig?
The Progress Report.
What's going on? It's your girl Lyla Shepherd.
Boss Brit the most lit.
What's up? It's DJ Excel.
This is the Progress Report, man. We got Clay James in the building.
Hey.
What it do?
Smooth daddy.
Southern players.
Southern players.
Oh,
Hey.
I need you to teach me some shit, man.
Clean.
But you got the hat that go like this, bitch. If you don't got
Straight like that.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
what's
My
up,
mom
though, man?
loves your music. She love your whole vibe, man. I know she probably tuned in right now, too.
Oh, you say your mama do?
Hell
That
yeah.
what's up, man. That what's up.
Absolutely. But yeah, Clay, man, you never officially came through to the podcast, but you know, we did a solo joint. So talk to us. What's new, man? And again, man, we appreciate, like Britt said, you show us hella support and love.
Yeah.
And that definitely goes a long way. But what's new? What's going on with you?
Yeah, it be the little things. Like, you feel me? Like, folk don't realize how far a like or a comment could go. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? You really moving your folks' stuff up in the algorithm when you do that.
Right.
It don't
Facts.
cost you nothing. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
True.
Nigga be on the phone all day anyway. You
Right.
feel me?
Facts.
But that's why I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing really, ain't too much new outside of what folks know. Like, I got my label. I got some folks that's popping. You know what I'm saying? I done got my shit popping. You know what I'm saying? We got a little bit of money now. Dig what I'm saying?
okay.
So
Absolutely.
it's moving like it need to be moving. You know what I'm saying? That's something.
What's going on? It's your girl Lyla Shepherd.
Boss Brit the most lit.
What's up? It's your girl DJ Excel. And look, we interview some of the biggest artists on the come up.
Hey, man, if you ever in Atlanta, y'all make sure y'all hit us up now.
Hey, hit us up today. That's where you need to be, man. The Progress Report, DM us right now.
Let's go.
A nigga ain't know before, like, cause everybody was rocking with me off relationships. Like, you was rocking with me off relationship, like through Funky and the Coalition. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never really had to drop nothing off to them boys. You feel me? But in that, you still, even when you got relationship, you still need to pay these folks. This y'all job. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Yeah.
So once I peeped that, and once I stacked up some paper and we stacked up some cheese and really start hiring folks to work for us instead of it just being a relationship thing, shit start moving different. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, you did come to the old podcast. He came to the old station.
The hot one?
The Sweatbox.
Oh, you came to the Sweatbox?
Yeah, he did. A minute
Damn,
ago. He
I
sure
don't
did.
even remember.
He sure did. It was a minute ago. I just had to remember that one. So yeah, Clay been fucking with us for a minute. But yeah,
for
respect.
sure.
I think, you know, definitely you touched on a lot of important points. I think relationships go longer than money can ever go.
Yeah.
But
But
it is
you can't
important
run
to-
that dry
Absolutely.
neither.
Nah, facts. I agree.
Yeah.
So respect, man. So you just mentioned a new label, man. So Playas Club.
Yeah.
So talk about
It
that.
fit y'all so well.
It definitely does.
Today,
Yeah, I ain't picking you if you ain't player now.
I was about to say, what's the
You know what I'm
requirement?
Right,
'Cause
you
I know
gotta be a
gotta
cool
fit the
nigga.
whole,
I
y'all
ain't-
Yeah,
you
you
know
gotta
what I'm
be
saying?
cool.
I'm running background checks.
Absolutely.
I'm showing your Instagram, the girls, to see if they fucking with your campaign.
sure,
You know
for
what I'm saying?
sure.
Like, this shit real now.
Yeah.
I ain't going for no bozo shit.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody putting out, like, everybody that's up under me, they putting out a certain type of vibe. Like, we ain't really going for no radio hits. Like, we going for that shit to make you feel good. Like, that shit, that Dungeon Family shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when shit was real, when shit meant something, where you could, you know what I'm saying, you close your eyes and listen to the music and you see where a nigga from. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be
Facts.
looking for. All that other shit, like, it cool. I bump that shit in the club, you know what I'm saying, when I'm turning up and all that, but it's already a good amount of representation for the turn up.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to bring the representation for the playing niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you definitely smooth and you
as hell.
definitely be having real bars and like good ass music.
Really talk about stuff.
Yeah.
When did you start the label, and like, what are some things you had to do to get it to where it's at today?
Shit, I was like, it was one point I was really fucked up, like, broke a hell. I was sleeping on DJ Iceberg couch. That my best friend.
Salute
You
to
feel me?
Iceberg, for sure.
So he was like, man, we need to start our own shit, man. He's like, man, you need to have your own imprint. And I'm like, man, I got too many problems to be worrying about that type shit. So we were just getting high one day, and he was like, man, what you think about the name Playas Club? That fits you. Like, if you ever had an imprint, it should be called Playas Club. Shit, like, 2 months later, I went and got that shit tatted on my forearm. So I told him, I say, shit, this shit gotta go now. You know what I'm saying? Cause this shit half of my
Tatted on
arm.
you now. Yeah.
So
Facts.
I just he ended up going to you know what I'm saying, going to get the logo made for me from Silk to Prince, and that's actually the tat I had got. You know what I'm saying? That's when Silk was doing logos and promo and shit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that I ended up getting the tat or whatever, and I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna get myself together, and I know it's gonna take some time. It was over like a 3-year span, and I just started building relationships. Nobody knew that I had the LLC, the label, and what the vision was. I just was building genuine relationships, and then I'm grabbing people like Chris J, King Elway, Suni, you know what I'm saying? But they don't know what my intentions is. I'm just really scoping their mind to see if I could rock with them on a business level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the whole time, through the relationships I was building on the come up with my peers, I keep in the back of my mind like, yeah, I'm gonna bring him on the Playas Club. You know what I'm saying? So it just so happened I ended up getting signed by Snoop, and then me and Snoop was kicking it, and we was on tour one day, and I was like, man, what you think about this idea, this Playas Club shit? And I showed him the logo and shit like that, and he liked it because it was blue. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Uncle Snoop.
And then he was like, yeah, when you get done with me, I want you to have your own shit. Like, I'm gonna show you how to run your own shit,
Gotcha.
and to be a boss or whatever. And it was like the next day, I think it was like a picture of him, Ray J, Drake Daddy, and a couple other niggas, and under it, he put the Playas Club, cause we had just had that conversation. See, don't nobody know that shit.
That's
You know what I'm saying? And then like after my time was up with him, I just started going full force with the Playas Club.
Respect.
So, did Snoop teach you anything towards running your own? And if so, what could you say he taught you?
Yeah, like the thing I got from Snoop, a lot of people don't know, dog ain't never make me sign no contract.
I was gonna ask you what officially happened with that situation
Like,
too.
he ain't never make me sign no contract. He was like, man, shake my hand and promise that you gonna be the best artist you can be, and you gonna give me 110%. I'm gonna give you 110%. When everything run its course, it run its course. But right now, I'm gonna have you with me all the time, and everybody know I with bro like every day, all the time, out of time with him and stuff like that. And then it just came a time where he was like, well, I'm about to get real busy. I done taught you all I could teach you. You know what I'm saying? Go do your thing. And I was blowed at first, because when you fucking with somebody of that magnitude, it's like the way people were treating me and shit, like we going everywhere, everything 5-star meals, I'm smoking the best reefer in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just was a different type of vibe, and I'm like, dang, I'm gonna have to really start over. But I knew it was gonna be tough, because I'm gonna have to deal with I would say, like, if I'm trying to get help from people or something, they're gonna be assuming I still got the Snoop shit going on. So
true.
You know what I'm saying, that's gonna be like a conflict of interest. And then you got situations where I knew I would need like label support or funding, and I got people, I ain't gonna say their names, it was folk that wanted to sign me, but they was like, man, you sure you ain't got no paperwork with dog? They couldn't believe that shit. They couldn't believe we really rocked out like that. They thought I had some death row shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it just that was kind of tough too, because it was like, damn, it was people trying to fuck with me, but they didn't believe I ain't had no paperwork. You know what I'm saying? So that shit kind of went sour and went left. So I was really left on my own to have to crank up my own imprint. Cause I couldn't get no deal. It was just like, niggas was like, nah, ain't no way he ain't under no major contracts and shit like that. But Snoop ain't never put me on no contract. He just kept it gangster with me.
How long was it that y'all was
Like 2 years.
2 years, okay.
Yup.
Respect.
Snoop.
You know, shit, with your career, I feel like, you know, your grind got to be different anyway, because you ain't making the same type of music, the cheesy music and shit, and then going through a situation like that. Like, what keeps you going? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I know it's probably a lot of people that look up to you like, damn, like, this man keep going no matter what. And your promo is always like official, like everything always official. So, you know what I mean?
My motivation is I just want to be a legend. You feel me? Like I got a son and shit, so I want my son to have a legacy. Like, I want that motherfucker to be like, damn, like my daddy left his mark on this world. So it's deeper than that. Like, it's like I want to be in the Hall of Fame. So that'd be my motivation. And then all these niggas that be hating, you know what I'm saying? I love seeing these niggas sour when I smile and put these BBS's in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Put it all in their face. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be motivation too, man. Cause I know.
Let me stop smiling, because I ain't got the BBS. So
it be a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and head
These
up.
naysayers and shit like that, man. I I love proving them motherfuckers wrong, man. I love that shit, man. That shit give me an adrenaline rush.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So what make you on the rise as an artist makes you want to start a label where you got other artists? You know, I see a lot of artists that already got their buzz up and already did their thing, and they get other artists, but you on the come up and you willing to put in just as much work with your other artists?
Cause I was brought in the game on love. Like, dog ain't show me nothing but love. You feel me? All that shit he did with me, he ain't had to do that shit. He wasn't contractually obligated. And then I seen all the love he showed the people around him. You know what I'm saying? Snoop take care of a lot of people. Folks don't know that shit. Like, that man reaching his pocket a lot for folks. You know what I'm saying? So I just brought it in on love. So I just want to spread love. And then, you know, one of my biggest, like, inspirations was Master P. That was like the first. That was the first shit I heard that had cursing in it. My uncle used to be bumping that shit in his what he had, like a Volkswagen Jetta or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He was bumping that shit. So with P, I remember when P CDs used to hit the hood. It didn't matter if it was Master P or not. Whoever name had a No Limit tank by it, niggas was buying that shit in the hood.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I looked at it like, man, I want to come in the game like P. I want to already have my team and, you know what I'm saying, just help some more folks out and we all just become millionaires together and shit.
Facts. Clay, how do you be balancing, like, being in a relationship and balancing your career? Like, is it tough on y'all or y'all got it down packed?
I mean, it ain't hard. It
His
ain't
voice
hard.
got soft.
All I need advice. She like, just let me.
It ain't
His
hard.
voice got soft, all right?
Cause shit, my old lady, she always busy, so and I always be busy, so it ain't. If I was on the couch or some shit, or she was on the couch all the time or some shit, it'll probably be some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
a big
if both of us working, we got to understand the grind. I picked her. You know what I'm saying? I picked her because she was active.
Okay.
You feel me? So I can't be with nobody who ain't really got the same type of drive or hustle I got. Like, even if she wasn't a dancing choreographer, if she was a lash tech or a hairdresser, just somebody who had some hustle, who got to understand the entrepreneurial spirit, that's who I got to be linked to. I just can't be with somebody who don't understand, like, this hustle.
I feel like that's a real debate, you know,
Yeah,
like,
for
can
real
entrepreneurs date people with
That's
that?
That's that B Simone right there.
Yeah,
like,
that's a
can't
good
take somebody with a
question.
9 to 5.
So we work it out, and I mean,
Respect.
I done played in the streets long enough.
I was about to say, did she make you want to settle down? Like, cause I know you a player.
Man, I done.
So I know she had to be like, look, nigga.
I done did it.
Yeah.
Like, I done did before I was rapping. I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably, no cap, it probably was one point, like a 2 to 3 year span where I probably was the most popular college nigga in Georgia, hands down, because I'm a Kappa, so we was winning all the step shows.
You know how that goes.
We was in all the music videos.
Y'all was doing all the dance, the little dance.
It was
And I know
crazy.
Kappa's routines. Y'all
It
be
was
extra.
They play so much.
It was crazy, like, and then you gotta think, like, my little cousin, that's something like my sister, because we was raised together. She was at UGA, so I'm at UGA one weekend out the month. I'm from Savannah, so I'm going back to Savannah State, fucking with the bros down there. I'm in Fort Valley all the time. I was like all around Georgia, building up a network, and it's crazy because that's what ended up becoming my first bit of network when I started doing the music. You know what I'm saying? But I was all around Georgia and Alabama and stuff like that. I done had a ball. Like I used to have
saying it in
house
such
parties.
a player way.
Yeah.
You gotta read between the lines.
I want to ask you though, right? Is being in a fraternity or your sorority sisters or whatever, do you feel it being beneficial after graduation?
Definitely. If you wasn't a lane, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you somebody who actually was social and used it to your advantage far as the networking, if you did it and you ain't really fuck with nobody, you lost. You really wasted your money, you wasted your time. This was the point was to build a lifelong bond with people so that it'll reach outside of college. So, you know what I'm saying, when it's time to get jobs or when it's time for
like you a Kappa,
your people, it's really deeper than that, because I got partners in LA, they alphas, they actors, right? But they done put me in position with the music shit. They done gave me plays, cause it's like we rocking different colors, but we all under one umbrella, and we understand each other's struggle. It's just like when you go to HBCU, Like I might have went to Savannah State, you might have went to Howard, but just we understand that grind of being at the HBCU, so it's like we gonna help each other. You know what I mean? Like we can't get too sectionalized in the situation. We got to understand, like you may rock with this color, you know what I'm saying? I may rock with this color, but we all under the same thing at the end of the day. And that's really the progression of our
gang,
big old lifelong.
For sure, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Clay, what's one thing that you wish people knew more about, or wish people understood more about you?
That this shit ain't easy. Like I be making this shit look easy.
You do. You make it look very smooth.
But it ain't easy.
Player.
Like that independent shit ain't easy by no means. You feel me? And it just certain moves and shit I be pulling off. And I had niggas jump in my DM like, "Hey, big bro, how you do this? How you did that? Can you connect me to that?" And I'm like, my nigga, but this shit took blood, sweat, and tears, partner. I ain't giving you shit. You gonna jump out here and go out here and get your ass whipped like I did for this shit. And then after you get your ass whipped a couple times by the game, then I come back and help you. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay your due like I paid mine. Yeah.
What's some things you learned with being independent? Free game.
You gotta have.
I'm getting a DM. Like,
you gotta have some paper. You got to have some paper. Like your relationships only gonna go but so far, cause your relationships have obligations. They have kids to take care of. They got wives. They got shit to handle. You know what I'm saying? They want to fuck with you cause you're dope, but they got to pay their bills too. So you got to have some paper, and then good marketing costs paper. McDonald's don't go to Comcast for some free shit, for free advertisement. You know what I'm saying? They dropping that bag. So you know. You
we
gotta
was talking
have
about
that
that earlier, marketing and advertisement. Like,
you gotta have that marketing money, man. You got that marketing money, and your shit. Really, you ain't even got to be dope if you got the marketing money. You just got to be decent.
Yeah.
And be a nice person, so people, you know what I'm saying. People like you.
Yeah.
If people like you and you decent, and you got some paper, you'll make it.
Well, look, times changed a lot. What would be the 3 top things you would spend marketing money on?
All right, I'm gonna give y'all some.
We trying to get some game. I know you
saying?
not. We have blood, sweat, and tears in here too. Don't think you giving free game.
We coming back.
Shit,
We done been through it. We the ones coming back.
I'm talking about these folks watching. I'm gonna tell them some shit they probably don't know.
All right, tune in.
All right, so 3 things that I would spend money on as far as being independent.
If you had a marketing budget, what's the top 3 things?
All right, I'ma find a Spotify playlist person, a good one, because it's a lot of fake playlisting. You know what I'm saying? So I'ma find one of them. I'ma pay him to get my shit on some playlists, but I'ma also pay for ads within Spotify. See, you build a better relationship with people when you actually pay them for advertisement. So it's 2 things. You pay the Spotify, you pay them for advertising on their platform, and then you go get your playlist person to promote your song on the playlist. You see what I'm saying? And then I would the next thing I'll spend money on is Google ads. You know what I'm saying? So your shit'll goddamn get popping on YouTube. In that Google ads, I would pay for Facebook ads, because Facebook is still the most active social media. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how many people be on Instagram and all that type of shit, it's more a vast variety of people. You talk about people from 10 to 65 on Facebook. So in that Google ads, I would take some Facebook money. Snapchat got a nice ad program. I would pay on some Snapchat ads.
Snapchat's still relevant.
As far as ad goes,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Like
and then
shit
it's a
that
bunch
you
of
see.
kids on that shit. That kid demographic, your shit'll be popping up on a bunch of high schoolers shit. I done seen it. What's another? And then the third thing I would do, I'd pay the DJs. Even if you ain't even got a club song, just pay the DJs to build a relationship with the DJs, because when you fuck around and get a hit record or a club song, it's gonna be easy to move your shit and circulate your shit with them folks. You know what I'm saying? So that's the top 3 for me.
That sound
Free
good.
game,
That
yo.
sound good.
Absolutely, definitely. Clay, what's coming up next?
I'm in a movie called Out on a Limb.
Okay.
My castmates is Trey Chaney, Jamal Woolard, and Rilo from Street Execs.
Okay, right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Hell, man.
Yeah, he from the
He
Pope.
funny
He
as
from
fuck.
Savannah too. You feel me? So
We had him up here not too long ago.
yeah, I seen that. Yeah, he moving around now. So we got the movie that's gonna come out probably in the fall.
Nice.
I'm gonna drop my next single in about maybe like a week and a half. I'm gonna let this one we got keep bubbling for a minute. The Fade Away, I got Fade Away out now on all platforms with 2 of my artists, Kris J and King Elway. King Elway actually about to pull up. He got some wings for y'all and shit. He own his own wing spot.
Look at
me.
Nice guy.
Feel me? So it's called Wing It Deli, but that's why I fuck with Elway, cause it's like he a barber. He got a barber shop. He got a wing spot.
Nice.
Like he on some real. He like on some Nipsey Hussle shit in Griffin. Like everybody in the hood know him cause he own businesses and you know what I'm saying, give back and all that type of shit. But his flow crazy. So that my boy right there. What else I got coming up? I'm working on a project. I ain't got no date for the project. I'm just gonna keep putting out singles until I feel comfortable dropping a new project. Cause I ain't had dropped no like brand new music in like 2 years or whatever. So I'm just trying to make sure everything is to the T, like cross my T's, dot my I's, make sure everything's straight. Make sure each single that release has the proper budget. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't just putting shit out there and hoping it stick to the wall. I'm making sure that shit do what it need to do. You know what I'm saying? We got that. Hopefully I can do some more work with the Warnock campaign, cause before he won, you know, I was touring with him in Common or whatever, performing with Warnock and Ozzy. So I want to jump back in there with them folks, because I felt like far as when you talk about that Savannah demographic, I was one of the people that really got them folks out to vote, because I stayed
Now you
down
were
there
active.
promoting,
You
know
were
what I'm
definitely
saying?
active, facts.
So I want to jump back in there with him and work on something for, you know what I'm saying, for Generation X and Generation Z, you know what I'm saying, just to keep folks, just because the election over don't mean we got to we got to fall off with telling folks to vote. Like, it's gonna be more elections coming, you feel me? And them shit's gonna be getting more and more important, because if you paying attention, they trying to pass laws right now, you know what I'm saying, to
Voting,
to kind of suppress the vote.
It's
you know what I'm
crazy. It's
saying?
2021.
So we gotta goddamn stay on top of that. So I want to tap back in with them boys, and you know, just be a voice for the people. So even, you know, now that they done got the job, they still need to know what people that's from our background still need, want, what you know what I'm saying, what our agenda is, you know what I'm saying. Just make sure they keep that in the forefront of their mind when they up at Senate and shit like that.
That's because people only don't have that many years. Like, we can't vote one person in and think they about to change everything. It gotta be a continuous thing.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
True, man. So Clay, what does the word progress mean to you 2021?
Progress means just steadily moving forward. Like, even if it's the small things, I feel like when you get a victory, even if your campaign moved a centimeter, celebrate your victory. Cause one, life is short, you know what I'm saying?
So true.
Two, you know what I'm saying, when you're an entrepreneur or you're doing anything chasing your dream, it's hard to get a win, you know what I'm saying? So you should celebrate your win. So whether it's big or small, celebrate your win. So moving forward, whether it's an inch or a mile, that's progress.
Love it. Hell yeah, Clay, man. Well, again, thank you for all your continued support.
Yes, man.
Many more blessings to you and shit to the next progress report. You know what I'm saying? And also, too, we got something for you. We got a progress report for you.
Goofy ass girl. Next time you sing on how my pink, goddamn.
There you go, man.
Yes, sir.
This is progress report.
Let's see what my grades is.
I think we gotta pull it up too, right? It's coming up now on the big screen so everybody can see it, man.
Ace that thing.
You did. But yep, man, it's the progress report, man. We out.
Okay.
What's going on? It's your girl Lyla Shepherd.
Boss Brit the most lit.
What's up? It's your girl DJ Excel. And look, we interview some of the biggest artists on the come up.
Hey man, if you ever in Atlanta, y'all make sure y'all hit us up now.
Hey, hit us up today. It's where you need to be, man. A progress report. DM us right now.
Let's go.
Wednesday at 9. Tune in every time. We don't do no cap. Report only facts. Progress report. We got the news, new interviews. We got the stats. Keep it a rack. Come join the pack. Know where we at. Wednesday at 9. Tune in every time. We don't do no cap. Report only facts. Progress report. We got the news, new interviews. We got the stats. Keep it a rack. Come join the pack. Know where we at.